everyone, welcome back to our channel, and we are the Intentional Budgeters. I am the one that usually does the budgeting things, and but today we have something different because we are house shopping, and I wanted to do a new series on after or we attend open houses, or after we go somewhere, what do we think about the house, and was it a go or wasn't it a go, and this and that. So our plan is to be in our new home in June. It is now February, but we are doing more of a soft search right now because we're going to wait till after we come back from our Virgin Island vacation. So this is my honey.
Hey,
And he kind of lets me kind of like we were looking at the house or whatnot. But we went to one house. I really wanted to go to that one house that had open house because it was brick. He likes brick houses, and it said it was 1,800 square foot, and I couldn't see where it would be 1,800 square feet. So we went in it. Honey, you can jump in when
man, go
you.
ahead, do
No,
what you
I'm
do.
just saying you can jump
I'm here
in.
for support.
Okay. So we went to that house, and the next door neighbors, they had a
Junky.
junkie. Yeah, it had cars, but from the Google photo, it had the same black car in the yard from the Google photos. You know how old the Google photos are.
Oh,
So, and it had a refrigerator on the porch. It was
it
like,
look like Sanford and Son junkyard.
yeah, it looked like a Sanford and Son junkyard. Let's say that. So, but we went in, and he was leaving, but we were coming in, and I noticed it looked like a house that was flipped, that had the most flipped houses have that gray
Yeah.
flooring.
Interior
Yeah,
flooring and
nothing wrong with the gray flooring, but it just seems like that's what they get. And we went in. We went right into the living room, and it had a fireplace. I don't believe the fireplace worked. I think it was
It
decorated.
was a decoration, and you probably put one of them electric fireplaces in there.
Yeah, so it was like black
But
and white. It was
yeah, they
painted
painted it.
too. So that was a strike. But the room was nice and airy, and the windows seemed like they were newer windows.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went in, it had like a bathroom, a small bathroom.
It was made like in angles.
And yeah, it was
Mm.
small. You had to kind of move to get to the toilet a little
Yeah.
bit, the edge. It was a very small bathroom. Then they had a bedroom that wasn't really small. It
It
was
was nice
okay.
size.
And then the kitchen was
I like the
it was
kitchen.
workable. It was newer stuff,
It
but
was
I didn't
big.
think it
was
had
big.
a
You could
lot
put
of
a table in the kitchen.
cabinets. It didn't have a lot of cabinets. I don't have to have like an open floor plan, but I gotta have some cabinets because I do have a lot of stuff. I like to get pans. I like to get small appliances and that type of thing. I would benefit from a pantry. But anyway,
Yeah.
when you leave the kitchen, the basement is right there. And what about the basement stairs, honey?
They didn't. They could have did a better job on them steps because I had to walk down sideways because my foot was too long for the steps, and I wear size 12.
And
So
I had to walk down sideways
yeah.
too. My feet
So
aren't
they
there.
didn't cut the steps.
This are
Steps
very
right.
short
Yeah.
and steep. It's
Yeah.
like okay. So we went down, but surprising, the basement was nice.
Yep.
It had a sitting section, and it had like another sitting section and two bedrooms.
Yep. And
Then
a
it
full
had
bath.
a room, a nice bathroom.
Yeah, nice
That
full
bathroom should have been upstairs.
Yep.
But then they had the room where they had the heater and stuff in it.
Yeah.
They had a room where they
And
had
a sump tank.
yeah, it was like a sump pump or something.
Yeah, sump
But they
pump.
had, the basement was really nice. But and then we came up, they had like a side porch.
Mm-hmm. It was just a screened in porch that they threw together.
Yeah, a screened in,
But
okay.
it was nice.
But they had a carport too. They didn't have
Yeah.
a
garage.
And I asked him, I said, what's going on with the people next door? He was like, well, you don't know, you could put a...
Sanford and Son.
He didn't say like he knew anything. And what did he say? You could put a...
He said put up some bushes. I don't
Bushes.
want no bushes. I put up a whole fence.
Then they had a dog house in the back that they could have just got rid
The
of.
dog house was kind of big, so they must have had a big dog.
There was a big. I
big.
thought it was a little shed.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first. You put your lawnmower in it.
But somebody, you gonna have to get rid of that dog house. I don't know. So, what do you think, honey?
No.
And I would say no too. We gonna keep that off the list because.
But the one house we wanted to see, they didn't want to do a showing because of the snow today. So.
Well,
Yeah.
Wait, let me finish with that.
What?
If the basement and all was spread out on one level, it might have been a yes. Cause I ain't like the stairs, and I did not like that bathroom, because we want a bathroom that like nobody else has to use when we have functions.
But I can tell you, it would be a nice little handy project if you wanted to fix up some stuff. You could still fix it. Still need a little work, like the steps for one.
The steps, but you can't move the
steps.
You can't move the basement to the top.
No, but you can remodel the bathroom.
You have to kick that out. You gotta kick it out though. You gotta push it out. It was not. It was just not enough room.
Yeah. It was
so where would you get the room from?
Stand up shower in there.
Yeah, but not if me and you are sharing that bathroom, we couldn't do it.
No, because you got too much stuff anyway. So no.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. So so that I would say no.
But the bathroom was small, so no.
I would say no. That's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So then we went to the second house that's supposed to have an open house, but
because of the snow.
Because of the snow, we got out. I don't know. It looked like nobody was there. It didn't look like there was no furniture anywhere. So I think the people had left the house.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So she said because of the snow, it was canceled. So we was like. But when I was going up there, I noticed that there was newspapers on, like, the driveway. I noticed the driveway was kind of cracked. It just a little projects, but it did have a side driveway here. And I noticed on the floor plan, it did have a bonus room, and it has a half a bath and a bath on the first floor.
Yeah.
So that half a bath would be something that company could use. And also it had a second floor. We need to have a bedroom on the first floor, so if parents or, somebody who can't walk up steps have to stay with us, they have that bath. They have that...
they have their own full bath.
Yeah, they have their bedroom too. So, but I noticed that there was paint coming off the side of the... I noticed little stuff like that because if you're trying to sell a house, you're going to try to put your best foot forward. This is what I think, okay? You're going to try to scrape off. You're going to do these little things. If you're not doing the little things, are you really doing the big things? That's what I think. So I can really, but it makes me look to see, okay, what else is wrong with this house? So we didn't get in to see that, but honey did like visually from the outside. He mentioned the roof.
Yeah.
He liked that.
I like that roof because they got the metal type roof. So
yeah.
That's less roof damage if anything.
Yeah, and it was also a corner lot.
And it was a corner lot. Yeah, I mean it was like on an angle too. So that was perfect. If you want to have parties, people can park. You got to worry about crowding at the street because it's on the corner. So
it had, and the next one we saw, we just did a drive by. Yeah. It was a Cape Cod, like the area. Everyone seemed to take care of their homes. The Jason homes seemed to be nice. Just by looking at the listing, we're going to go back and see that. But I think it has one bedroom on the bottom and one bedroom on the top. It does not have a half bedroom. Yes, 2 bedroom,
It was
but
too bad.
if it's 2 floors, I need to have half bath on that first floor. So if people come,
If
they're
it's,
not in the other bathroom. That's just we'll see. But
man,
anyway, so that was our first experience of this. Is
look,
isn't our first open house? Yeah,
yeah,
this is our first.
no, second,
Second.
second. Remember that one we did?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, we
Second.
starting this series with
Yeah.
okay, how's house hunting going? This is how house hunting is going for us. Okay.
So stay tuned for the next one.
And if you like this channel, don't forget to
Like and subscribe.